These are some of the irregularities that we've been talking about in the 2024 presidential election. I'm Lulu Freistadt. I am the co-founder and executive director of Smart Elections, and I'm going to be talking to you about drop-off. What is drop-off? Well, when we're referring to the drop-off in the 2024 presidential election, we're talking about the difference between the votes for president and another race on the ballot, usually a race with less attention. In North Carolina, we used the Attorney General's race, and we measured the difference between the votes for president and the votes for the Attorney General on both sides, on the Republican side and the Democratic side. And what we found was remarkable. And this chart is an illustration of the data. And what it shows you, every one of those little bars, the little red bars and the little blue bars, that represents the drop-off in a county. And these are all the counties in North Carolina. And the red bars that are going up above zero, that is the drop-off for President Trump. And that means that's the difference between President Trump and the Republican candidate for Attorney General. And Trump is always getting more votes than the Republican candidate for Attorney General. More votes in every single county in North Carolina, which is not that unusual, although it is a large amount more. Often, two important races like that might be a little bit closer together. They might be more parallel, but Trump is always getting a lot more than the Republican Attorney General. If you look at the Democratic side, Kamala Harris is actually getting less votes than the Democratic candidate for Attorney General in every county in North Carolina, in every county. You're going to tell me that in Durham, North Carolina, the Democratic stronghold of North Carolina, Kamala Harris, the presidential candidate, got less votes than the candidate for Attorney General on the Democratic side. That is so unlikely. You don't need a statistician to tell you that that's unlikely. Look at that chart. You are telling me that in every single county in North Carolina, Trump got huge margins above the Republican Attorney General, and in every single county in North Carolina, Kamala Harris, the candidate for president on the Democratic side, got less votes than the Democratic candidate for Attorney General in every single county? That's what you're telling me? That is like telling me that there was a race for mayor on Sesame Street and Big Bird lost to Oscar the Grouch. That is what that is like. And you do not need a statistician to tell you that that is strange. It is strange. It is bizarre. It is absurd. Please share this video. Please come to our website, smartelections.us. Sign up to volunteer. Donate to support our work. Subscribe to our Substack to learn more. Please do not just put this aside and stop thinking about it. This is actually important. It's really important that people understand what is going on in our elections. Please get involved.